Hey y'all, what's happening? This your favorite celebrity therapist. This your girl. No, we're not doing any of that. It's Dr. YaYa. See, right when I get ready to video, my phone goes off. But I'm going to leave that right there. I'm going to ignore that. It'll probably go off again. But look, you guys, you see my puffiness in my eyes? Oh my goodness. I never had allergies until I moved from California to Memphis. Okay? Never had the allergies. Um, but let's get into this. A subscriber suggested that I do a video on how to deal with envious coworkers. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be doing that video. Thank you very much. I love you for that suggestion. Okay, now let me say this. Envy comes in two parts. Envy comes in two parts. And if we lay the foundation of envy, then we can better see, how dealing with these people will be spot on. So the first part of envy is that they have a painful and resentful awareness of an advantage that's enjoyed by someone else. So it's like, oh my goodness, look at that beautiful mansion. And I'm just stuck here in this shack, that painful, resentful awareness. But the second part of that is that that's joined with a desire to possess the same advantage, right? So not only do I see something that I don't have, but now I want to possess it. I want to put my hands on it. I got to have it, right? So it's a difference between me saying, hey, girl, Kim, I love those shoes. Where'd you get them from? And me saying, hey, Kim, I love those shoes. Take them off your feet and let me have them, right? And so when we look at that, we understand that's something totally different. I mean, at some point in life, we all have looked at something and said, wow, that looks nice, or that looks good, or man, I'd like to have that. But it hasn't become a point for us where I want to possess it because you have it, and I don't think you deserve it, so I want it. So envy is a strong thing because of those two parts. Now, again, it's one thing for me to admire something that you have and say, oh, girl, that's nice. You are working that outfit. Another thing for me to say, I don't think you deserve the outfit. Take it off. I want to have that same enjoyment and advantage that you have, and I'm going to sabotage everything you do, right? So let's discuss that. Here you have a coworker who is envious of you. And you have to make sure it's envy because some people just don't like you. Okay, newsflash. Everybody's not going to like you with your lovable, likable tail. Everybody's not going to love you. And so you have to make sure it's not a matter of you guys don't mix together. You just don't like each other. I mean, it is what it is. And if it's actually envy. Because if a person doesn't like you, they don't care about what's going on in your life. They could care less. Okay. It's whatever. They're indifferent. But if a person is envious of you, especially on your job, they'll do all they can to sabotage your work. So you have to be aware that is this you just don't like me, or is this really envy, right? And if it's envy, there are some steps that you have to take. First step that you have to take is understand that don't take it personally. Do not take it personally. This is not about you. This is about their insecurities. It's about their inadequacies. It's about how they view their own lives, that they attach a certain mentality to you to say, you don't deserve it. I do. What makes you so great? Why do you have the nice husband? Why do you have the nice wife? Why are your children, intellectually sound? Things like that. So don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Then the second thing is that when you have to communicate with them, you have to be clear and you have to be direct. You cannot be vague, no ambiguity, nothing like that, where they can read in between the lines and try to twist your words. So if you absolutely have to communicate with them, you have to communicate with them in a way that says A, B, C, and D. I'm out. Be great, right? No more, no less. And the last thing is this: ignore. And I know this is going to be tough. I know it's going to be tough because a lot of times people can just get on your nerves and you want to snatch some edges and choke people with neckties. I understand clearly. Okay? I'm an Aries. Trust me, I understand clearly. You have to ignore the negative comments. You know, people like to throw shade. They like to get these little digs in and stuff like that. You have to be able to ignore it. Why? Because at the end of the day, you get to go home and be around people who support you and love you and want what's best for you. Right? So that's how you have to really deal with these envious co-workers. You have to understand that I don't live with you. I'm only here for a certain amount of time, and I'm going to be great in that amount of time, whether you like it or not. And I'm going to deal with you the way I have to deal with you until I can get back to my sanctuary of support. Right? Okay. Remember, you are loved, you are valued, and you are appreciated. Bye now.